Hi guys, welcome back to the series about Devi Kamakhya. Now, I told you how the place that where she resides in the Nilgiri Hills, it is known as Assam now, and earlier on it was known as Pragjotishpur, a place which birthed many a great astrologers, a place which was very strong with powerful magicians and astrologers who came to learn there, came to practice their craft. Overall, this place, Pragjotishpur, was like a ancient Hogwarts of sorts. So, Hogwarts in Harry Potter, like that, a school for magic. Okay. Now, before I begin explaining more about the temple and about everything, I will tell you Kamakhya's Beej mantra. And if you ask me, this is one of the most powerful mantras for harnessing the cosmic energy. Okay. And the mantra is Kleem Kleem Kamakhya, Kleem Kleem Namaha. Kleem Kleem Kamakhya, Kleem Kleem Namaha, 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 Kleem Kleem Kamakhya, Kleem Kleem Namaha. This is also the Beej mantra of Kali Kleem. Krishna Kleem, Kali is cream. Okay, so immediately we understand that there is a close association of Krishna with Kamakhya, and it is that this Krishna, only Vishnu actually, who severed Narakasura. Narakasura is a demon who was greatly infatuated with the Devi, who ultimately built the temple staircase and lots of stuff around there. Okay, now behind Mata Manasa and Chandi, there is a grill door, and this is hidden from public. And I mean, not really hidden, because this is her Bajya Murthy, with a Murthy which is seeable, but it's you have to look for it. Now here lies the Murthy of Devi Kameshwari. Okay, and this is her Utsav Murthy, or known as Bhog Murthy, also known as Haragauri. So this is none other than Sri Chakra and Devi Kameshwari. Okay. So and I told you that Sri Chakra is not about worshipping the goddess by herself. It is about worshipping Sadashiv and Lalita Tripura Sundari together. So here this Murthy, which is Devi Kameshwari, she's known as Haragauri. And this Murthy is beautiful. It's made of Ashtadhatu, or 8 metals. And she sits on a silver singhasan, or a silver throne. Okay. And on her right is Kameshwar Shiva. And on her left sits Vishnu and Ganesha. This Murthy is taken out on occasions, and there are beautiful carvings on the walls of different gods and goddesses. And this is really something to look for. They don't allow cameras in there to take pictures and videos, but it's beautiful. Now, behind the Simhasan is Devi Mahamaya's Garvagriha, okay, the hidden. And this is also known as Manobhav Guha. And this is in pitch darkness. And in this pitch darkness sits the Yoni Murthy in this cave, okay. And this is the Garvagriha. And this case is enclosed by 2 wooden doors measuring about 8 feet. And now you have to climb down some stairs into the cave to reach this Garvagriha. And the yoni of the Devi is always covered in red cloth. Okay, always covered in red cloth. There are 2 clay lamps flanking the yoni on 2 sides that are always lit. Okay, and in this pitch blackness, the hue that emanates from the lamps makes this energy of the Garvagriha so mysterious. Rahasyamai, as she's called, so secretive, so mysterious, ethereal. Now, the yoni, which is now a stone, is gradually becoming smaller in size, sukshma, okay, ethereal. The amount of physical matter is lessening, and it's becoming more etheric. The yoni is red like sindoor, okay, and in Yogini Tantra it is said that under the yoni there is water till patala. The yoni was once covered in silk, and is now adorned with a golden crown. But it is not visible due to the mountain of flowers that the devotees put on it. The temple puts on it too. Right adjacent are two temples of Kamala. Okay, Kamala and Matangi. The 9 and 10, the Kamala being the 10th and Matangi being 9th, their mandirs are there. A little further down is a Kali temple, and between Kamakhya and Kali temple there is a quaint Tara temple. So I told you that if we do manage to get the spiritual tourism thing going with Tina Hills, then I will be taking like groups of you guys out on spiritual trips. And the first destination will be Kamakhya, because not only will we get to go to this Prag Jyotishpur mysterious place of astrological brilliance, but we'll also be able to visit numerous temples, tantric temples. Temples you don't find anywhere. So that will be something, right? And if you exit from the north and crawl through the treacherous mountain path, you'll come across a Bhairavi Mandir. Okay, and from the Kali temple, a little distance away is Kameshwari Mandir, and on the north of it is Chinnamasta Mandir. In northeast is Bagala Mandir, and north is Dhumavati's place of worship. At the peak of the mountain is Bhuvaneshwari Temple. Tons and tons of Shiva temples everywhere. If you cross the Smarshan, on the right is Shiva known as Siddheshwara. And Ganpati is also Siddha Ganpati. Shiva is also worshipped as Kedareshwar in a temple close by. And this is close by the Kamakhya Mutt, Kedareshwar. And there is a Shiva temple without a Lingam. It is known as Tokareshwar Shiva, a Shiva temple without a Lingam. So, of course, very, very esoteric place, which is, pays more attention to Nirguna Brahman, formless aspect of Godhead. So, Tokareshwar Shiva, the Shiva temple does not have a Lingam. Most of the temples, right, they have idols. Many of the temples have idols, but most don't have idols. Okay, most don't. They only have shilas or stones. And that quaint little Ugratara temple that I spoke to you about, she has a Murthy, and she here in this temple is known as Ugratara, one of the versions of Tara. Now, mostly at 5:30 a.m., Mata's Snan Parva begins. This is so interesting. Mata's Snan Parva. Okay, her bathing and all that. Yoni Peet and Kameshwari Murtis are washed and cleansed. Old flowers are removed. And during Ambubachi, the temple remains closed for 3 days. There are many Shivaites there, like my family, Haldar Bari, they were the main Shivaites of Calcutta, in Kalighat. The same way, there are many Shivaites here, and Atpurya Shivaites, they clean the Garvagriha, and then a Bodo Pujari or a very senior Pujari, he sits down to do the puja of Panchadevata. Now, I also do a workshop where I teach you how to invoke the Panchadevata through the Lingam. I also teach you Panchadevata worship in the Sri Yantra. And who are the Panchadevata? Ganesh, Surya and Narayan, Shiva and Durga. And after the Bodo Purohit, he sits down and he does Panchadevata puja, then follows the Aarti. And this happens every single day except the 4 days of Ambubachi. Now, I'm not going to talk about animal sacrifice at all. A very esoteric practice that has been perverted. I told you that, in the song Bharshan Parama, how he says, Patalete chile mago hoye bhadro kali, koto devota koreche puja diye naroboli. That means thousands of gods have sacrificed millions of humans. Okay, like we sacrifice animals, the devas, Indra and his swords have sacrificed us. Okay, so this is again a subtlety in consciousness. When you are an animal, the human sacrifices the animal to sacrifice his or her baser self. The deva sacrifices a human because when you're a deva, there's no place for dichotomy, the duality of human life. You pretty much go beyond duality. But of course, the gods in Swarga are not beyond duality. Only the Great Mother Goddess and Hara and Hari are beyond duality. Now, in the next video, I'll talk about the three main ceremonies and I will talk about Ambubachi. So stay tuned and see you soon. Book your own Dasha Mahavidya workshops. I've written a PDF on Sri Yantra. It's a free PDF that's still available. So if you want that, drop me an email. Book your reading and book your workshops and speak soon.